Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Dry Scoop podcast. You get just me today. I'm solo. Sometimes we have Tyler here. We bring in a guest. We do a longer format interview style where we have a guest come in and tell their story. Other times I kind of stand here and rant. We talk diet, fitness, supplements, sometimes with business, and that's what we're going to get in today. I want to get right to it. I want to talk about competition. And this is something that has even evolved in my thinking and my growth, my personal thinking over the years. And I want to take competition and the way you think about it. If you're like, competition sucks, my competition's bad. I want to reframe that and frame it in a sense of competition. You should be grateful to have really, really good competition. And I'll explain kind of why. And it's coming from a sense of abundance rather than a sense of scarcity. So when you think of competition, doesn't just have to be in business. This is actually like not even human nature. This is nature. Competition to eat in the animal kingdom. The cheetah runs faster because that's what cheetah gets to eat. And the gazelle, they have to run the fastest. And those two get to breed because only the fastest get to survive. And so you have a population of very fast cheetah and very fast gazelles. That's just the way things work when it comes to business, competition, I guess not even business, but competition. This is why I give the example. I'm involved in the wrestling community. This is why what you see in wrestling is you have pockets where wrestling's popular. You have pockets of very, very, very good competition. Let's say in the Pennsylvania Valley. Everybody knows, if you're into wrestling at all, Pennsylvania they're the GOATs, okay? Great wrestlers come out of the state of Pennsylvania. And actually, there's a pocket in the Pennsylvania Valley of excellence of wrestling. Now, it's because that's the popular sport. That's their jam. That's what they want to be good at. So you have this culture of everybody competing to be the best, and they're tuning up on each other all the time. And what you have is this powerhouse of wrestling. You see it with Texas football, maybe Florida football. You see it. This is in it could be restaurants, but I could go on and on. It could be like, hey, Kansas City barbecue, Memphis barbecue. If you want to survive as a barbecue joint in Kansas City and Memphis, you better have damn good barbecue because your competition's so good. Again, this could be, you know why Formula One cars get faster and faster and faster every year? Because when teams get beat, they go back to the drawing board in the off season. They find aerodynamics, they find horsepower, they find all these things that are going to make that car go faster. It doesn't matter if it's a product, service, whatever. Looking at what your competition's doing, it's fine to say like, and I'm talking this is like within the bounds of being ethical, okay? I do this all the time. I'm in the supplement business. I have some incredible, this is a very competitive space. I have some competitors that I'm in all of sometimes. But what it makes me do is go back and look at my product, my service, packaging, everything, and we tune it up all the time so we can be competitive. In the end, the person that wins is the consumer. And what I mean, but when I started, I said, come at it from a feeling of abundance. You actually want good competition so you never get complacent. And let's take, if you're competing for customers in the supplement space, when you are marketing, you're advertising, you're trying to draw in customers. So you're casting this wide net to try to get people's attention on your products. Well, your customer is doing that too. Ultimately, what it's doing is bringing more customers to the forefront, more people that can benefit from dietary supplements, from the health benefits of all of them, and it brings more customers to the table for everyone. The truth is, in most places, there's more customers than you can handle. I mentioned wrestling. I coach a wrestling club here in town, or not here in town, but doesn't matter, close enough. There are more families that have boys and girls that could wrestle than any one club in the area, or all the clubs in the area could possibly house in their wrestling rooms. So the best thing you could do in both these situations is build everything up. In fact, once you mature and you start thinking of competition in terms of the benefits you get, and then you start thinking in terms of collaboration, let's grow this space together. Collaborations, creativities, you can build and grow together. And you see that definitely in the supplement space. We see collaborations all the time on pre-workouts, on flavor collaborations. And what you're trying to do is bring people from different spaces, from different genres, and raise the awareness of the product, service, club, whatever it is you're trying to run, and use that competition to, again, the person benefiting is either the customer, the spectator, whatever it is. That's what makes it bigger. So kind of to summarize, anytime you're thinking of competition, you catch yourself like shitting on your competition because they're bad. They're not bad. They're doing the exact same thing that you should be doing. You should take what they do, take it into consideration. How can I offer something better, equal, get as good as you can? Because the truth is you need to be looking at your competition with gratitude that it's helping you get better. Imagine if the cheetah never had to run faster. Imagine the sport of F1 today if they were the same speed they were 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Jesus, your car outside would be faster than an F1 car and no one would go. It's the competition in sport, in business, in life that makes things better. Now, to contrast this, let's look at areas where competition's not a thing. Let's take private schools versus public schools. Now, I know there's some fantastic public schools. There's some great public school teachers. I'm not shitting on public schools or public school teachers. But if we just compare an overall, it's not hard to say which students have better grades. Do they come from private schools or from public schools? Well, inevitably, we all know it's private schools. My kids are public schools, by the way, but it's because that private school is under pressure to perform better than the public school. Otherwise, why would the parents pay the private school price if they're getting the same bland service of a public school? Okay. This is in a lot of state or let's say government. There's no competition in government. There's the uniparty, so there's no competition to get better. If we were really choosing government A versus government B, and they were working on your behalf, you would have these governments really cutting taxes, really trying to make your life better, because then there would be a competition to make things better, to create a better governmental system, and there's not. So the public school is a great example. And a lot of times when you see these people in government or government positions, state paid positions, and they step into the private sector, they ultimately fail or they don't know how to run a business competitively because their entire life, their entire career has been in a political or state-run system that doesn't champion a meritocracy. It doesn't champion true competitiveness. That's what we should want. Again, for us, if you want to make anything better, if you want your sales team to be better, create a competition. And that's how you get the best out of people. That's how you create the best individuals, the best companies, the best products, the best services. It all comes down to competition. Be thankful for it.